All right, got two tables fired up. I had an appointment this morning, so figure I'd get a little session in. I studied yesterday. I definitely put in some volume yesterday as well. Playing, I lost about a buy-in, a little less I think than a buy-in. It was a little bit swingy. Definitely still not super comfortable, not feeling like, feeling like maybe I'm winning, maybe I'm not. I'm not exactly sure. A lot of very tight players, and then also very strong players in this pool. So, yeah, not super confident in how I'm faring against a lot of these guys. But we're getting in a session. It's 9 a.m. here in the U.S. In central United States. So this might be like real bot hours, actually. Who knows? I loaded up another table just to see if we get on a good table where I know some of the players. Someone told me that I needed to be a bit better about table selection, which, I am. Oof, that was loud, and that was also my alarm. So yeah, someone told me I needed to be a bit better about table selection. So definitely taking that into consideration. Like this, did I post here? I might have posted. It's odd. Yeah, I didn't mean to. No, I couldn't have posted. This is, I was on this table already. Maybe I misclicked while I was moving things around. Anyway. See if we can get a hand in or two for the video. I like playing on this side for the most part, though. It has been pretty fun. Definitely no shortage in volume. Let me fold this and go let my dogs in. Sit down. Oh, got dealt the hand. Let me wait. That's convenient.
Come on, let's go. Come on, everyone. Okay, Junior, pray for this. Junior, pray. Come on, Pop.
All right. Back. Back at it. So three-handed action here with Zembo from Vietnam and Maximus. Here I'll always call this 6-4. they're a bit short. I'm gonna fold. Let me know if you guys, or if any of you think that there should be some music in the background. I've been considering putting music on, but it'd have to be like no copyright music so that these videos don't get immediately, taken down, or whatever might happen. Um, I I want, as much as I'd like to play the music I listen to, I'd have to play like some lo-fi or something like that. I'm not always the biggest fan of that, even though it's nice background. It's YouTube music. That's why you hear it so frequently in these videos. Like I think every single like vlog, like poker vlog, has like some intro and outro music that is like a lo-fi, like some lo-fi type beat that they obviously have there's no like copyright free music or whatever. So hopefully we get into some spots here. I'll make sure I timestamp this so that you can skip right to wherever I'm playing a hand. So I understand it's probably, I don't think I played a hand since the video started. We're 7 minutes in. This hand can mix versus 2.5. I think it's a little bit different though. On an 80 and at this stack depth, I do like to 3-bet though. Some shorter stacks here. I don't know exactly what that means. I don't want to. I see like some short stack regular that plays pretty frequently in this pool, and I don't want to assume that that's like, obviously like indicative of a fish or like a recreational player. Queen 10 deuce, rainbow. I think I could range bet this from these positions. Also would be more inclined to bet versus this guy, assuming that it's, the likelihood he's a weaker player is slightly higher because of his stack. And then here versus 2.5, low jack open, so fold. This is a mix. So on a 17, fold. I don't play flats from the cutoff at all. whole another thing that I need to learn is like not only would I need to learn some about like not only have I been learning a bit about like cutoff versus button single raise pots, but like I need to learn about the same sort of configuration, but cold calling from a hijack. Here versus 2.5. I roll for this, but I think I'll always 3-bet versus 2.5, or like I'll be more inclined to 3-bet, and this hand does a lot of 3-betting versus the 2.3 size that I've studied. So more incentive to raise than to flat. Here I'm gonna raise. We could watch some of these hands as well. Pick up some information about some of these players. All right, going to be 3-betting the 9s in the small blind. This is going to be a mix. On a 48, I will call. Assuming that they're range checking this, I wouldn't always want to stab this. Yeah, I'm going to check back this time. And snap bet. So here I'm going to call. I don't know what exactly this line is, but I don't think I would use overbet, but here I think overbet is pretty nice to yield some folds. Obviously can't do it all the time. Also would want to have a 10, so definitely overdoing it, but I don't know. People see like the larger size, I think they just automatically assume it's like a fishy value bet, like more likely to be containing value on some of these in certain spots. So this might be a mistake. I need to go and look at that. Look at defending against a c-bet on that board. That's skipping frames already. Yes, so we'll play 5 more minutes. Call it a session. Alright, opening the king 10 suited. 2, 3 bet, base 7 of clubs. And then we get 3 bet here. This range is probably stronger than it should be. I think king 10 is indifferent because they're supposed to do a lot of flatting versus this size. So I'm gonna fold on a 33. And then facing a small blind 3 bet from the button here, I'm gonna put in a 4 bet on a 67. King, queen, and ace jack offsuit will be like the main 4 betting hands, and then getting it shipped on. Getting shipped on here is not fun, but it's okay. Might be like having the frequencies wrong for those types of combos, but I'll have to look. This hand has to be close versus this size. I'm going to call. See the 4 big blind open over this limp. Check. Check. Check again here. I don't know. This player checks back this flop, which is a clear range bet. When they bet here, I think it's good to raise. I think it's good to raise a beat hands like 9-8 to 8-7. Well, actually, I chop with those hands. I don't beat them. But then you can value like an ace. Okay, it's odd. King 8 is a mix. On 84. Go ahead and 3 bet. Queen Jack's pure call here. So they can play mixed strategy on this board. I think the board being rainbow, they should lean towards some smaller betting, but half pot is definitely okay, and my hand is still doing well versus a half pot size. So I'm going to continue with the call. snap check. I think checking this back and then catching in like the delayed line seems pretty good. Even though this river might pacify my opponent a bit. This is a greedy bet, but I'm fairly certain I have the best hand. Okay, I don't, and I don't. I clearly don't know what I'm doing. That was an interesting line from my opponent. It definitely was like a little thin to value that type of hand, but like, you know, you get snap called by a 10 is like interesting. Maybe he had like a sick read, or he thought he did at least. I'll play over better check here primarily. I have no reads on this player. You can play like small bets as well. I'm fairly sure, and it'd be like similar in EV. Might be even easier, but yeah. This is what it is. Facing a small overbet. This overbet is like maybe even too small. Like, going to call one. I don't think you'd want to have diamonds. I think you'd prefer that they have diamonds is the thing, because like they should be bluffing more with diamonds to unblock your folds. And then facing check here. Yeah, I don't think bluffing this hand really wins much money. Like the amount of times they like fold like an ace, and we'll showdown versus like bluff like that. So okay, 23 minutes. I will sit out next big blind on these tables and wrap up the video. 7-6-4 monotone. Just gonna check this back almost 100% of the time. Especially versus Big Daddy Kane. It's a great name. Versus Big Daddy here, I'm gonna fire quarter pot bet. I think this should be okay. Like the idea being, I do want to put some money in with pairs at some point, and they're not really worth much on such a dynamic board. So we get snap called, and then it's like, is our hand okay to value bet? Do we get check raised very often off of our equity? And do they call with a worse? I'm gonna guess that this guy is probably a little bit of a weaker player. So I'm gonna value bet this. I should maybe use the half pot size instead of the 3/4. Well, I actually can't fold versus two big blinds. You have to call pretty wide. I don't remember the exact thresholds. Here I will do a lot of betting. Versus check, I'd want to play big better check. And with this combo, I'll check back. Okay, I'm pulling with the 6 of hearts. I think this is already very close. But it's likely a line that my opponent will do a lot of bluffing. And facing snap check. I'm going to bet. I think that, like, you know, if my read is correct on this fishier player, like, you know, heart combos or combos containing a heart, probably start betting flop more often than not. And definitely do not snap check river. But what do I know? I just witnessed someone river trips, snap check, and then call facing half pot bet from imposition. Anyway, I know this is a little bit of a boring session. I'm gonna call it here, and oh well, you know what? Might as well play one more hand. Hopefully something spicy happens. No. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Let me know, comment your thoughts on any of the hands, and I will be back tomorrow.